I'm just beginning with the faith stuff. So me connecting to God is like I'm starting to feel like He's with me because I'm making a lot of mistakes in my life currently. So I feel like He's watching me and trying to fix my path because right now I don't feel that I'm doing the right things I'm supposed to be doing. So the more I come here, the more it makes me think and want to change. Uh, that's my connection with God right now. I want to start.
My family, like, they're like Catholic and everything, but where I stand with God, honestly, I don't have like any belief in God at all right now. Like, I haven't felt like any sign of like God's there, and I don't know. I just really don't believe in it. I feel like people use God to like as a like a fallback, or just because I feel like some people might be scared of death or scared of what's happens after. So I feel like they use it just to like so they're not scared. They're like, oh, when I die, I'm gonna go to heaven, and so that they don't like freak out about that. I feel like they just use it for that, like a kind of like a coping mechanism. And so me personally, I kind of like don't view God as like anything to me. Like I don't know. I just don't really see him as anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
I believe in God, but at the same time, I really don't. I say I love him, but sometimes, there's things I can do to prove it, and there's just things I just don't do. Like, I'm actually gonna go off what you said. I'm actually scared of what's after death. Like if hell and Jesus is real, I obviously don't want to go to hell. I would definitely want to go to heaven, but the things I do is not gonna bring me there. Even just thinking that I'm here right now isn't gonna make me to be able to go to heaven, because there's things I need to do to put myself straight to at least be able to go there.
I'll say that before I was a Christian, I did not like God at all. Like, I believe like Christianity was like, in a way, it was kind of like something you believe in to push you, like a motivation. There was a lot of lucky stuff that happened in my life, from like, I had a close call with death when I almost drowned. I almost got hit by a car. And then like stuff I saw, and then it would automatically just stop out of nowhere. And then like, it was just a lot of stuff happening. Around the same time I started coming to Crew. So when I came to Crew and then I saw what was happening here, it kind of changed my outlook on what Christianity really was. Cause like, it's a lot of people here, and it was the first day and everybody's sharing like stories and it feels so comfortable. So it was like, when you come here, it's not just like, oh, they're just gonna talk about God. It's really like learning about people as well and caring for each other and showing love. Just like, I feel like, yeah, Christianity isn't just like a belief in a way. You're kind of like, you want to do and act out in a way to show love towards others and helping others. So yeah.
I come from like just a Catholic family, just traditional. We don't really go to church, but went through my life and I had anger issues. I used to drink. I used to smoke weed whenever that was an opportunity. Got involved with the wrong crowds. But one day, one of my friends who went to Crew, she invited me. So we went, and I met this guy, Brant Carson. He's a staff member. And something really special about Brant is like, he's one of the only people I've ever talked to that made me feel like I didn't bother them when I talked to them. When I had a conversation with him, because he was like listening. He was there to answer my questions, and that was just like, that relationship with the staff member I had just kept me coming along. And then God used that, and God used Brant to share with me, the truth, share with me Jesus, share with me the gospel. And I learned about my sin, and like, I learned that what I was doing was only causing me pain. And with that, put my faith in Jesus, and I will never look back and say that decision was a mistake, because it was life-changing. And I love you guys. You guys are so cool. Yeah. and so it's just the Lord's done a lot in my life, and like this would take too long to talk about, but it's so cool. Yeah, definitely.
I got here from, well, like I said, a lot of lucky things happened. I wouldn't say lucky, but they were planned for me by God. And because of that, I went to one of our football games, and I saw my friend Curtis there, which I known since I was a kid. So we met up, and he was like, we're doing this thing tonight. It was a Thursday. He was like, we're having Crew tonight. It's a little Bible thing if you want to come. And I was like, sure. I know I didn't believe in God, but I was like, I might as well go. I haven't seen him in a very long time, so I'll give it a chance. And I went, and it was just like very different from people I know, people I hang around. I hang around a lot of bad influence, best way to put it, not very good people. So when you come here and you see people being very nice to each other, people not really picking on each other, showing love towards each other, and bringing each other up, it's a very different scenario and gives you a different outlook on how life can be for you in a way.
I would say nothing like there wasn't a crazy story why I'm here. To be completely honest, I'm here because I met one of the older ones that brought me here. He kind of just like described that there's gonna be games and like pizza and stuff here, and he made it sound really fun. And honestly, it was like coming here was really fun, but it's like a lot more than I expected. Like honestly, I just came here expected like eat some pizza or something, but like talking to you guys, like hearing you guys' stuff, it's like, and it's just I just find it crazy that I'm here now talking to you guys, hearing you guys' stories. Like I feel like kind of like included in it. I can relate to a lot of things that you guys are saying, and it's like honestly, it does kind of make me like I'm already starting to feel like a little bit more faith in God and stuff. Like this kind of feels unreal. All of this, like you know, all these opportunities that are given to all of us, it's like feels really unreal that I have people I can connect with. Like I literally just met you guys like less than an hour ago, and we're already connecting so well. It's like it feels so unreal right now.
God for me is helped me with many battles in my head, in the sense that like if I have, like I'm freaking out for no reason, having anxiety. For me, I just got a tough breakup with my girl, and I was like, I'm super devastated. It's tough, cause okay, I'll be honest with you. Raise your hand if breakups are bad. See, exactly. So I would say,
cheated on too?
exactly.
Terrible.
It's not fun. I started putting, I guess, labeling myself that I was unlovable. Because I tried to be genuine with this girl. I'm going to be honest with you. I love this girl. I really did. But she broke up with me. So I'm like, damn, that sucks. So, yeah. So I would say that don't label yourself as unlovable. It's perfectly healthy to be in a breakup and miss the relationship. But don't ever think that you're unlovable. Because there will be other people. There will be people that will love you. Yeah. Crazy to think about that. It's the people will always love you, and God loves you too.
Well, personally, to me, like the importance of God for me is, I would say, like close to zero, because I feel like I've never gotten involved in like drinking. I've never gotten involved in like I'm not violent. I'm not like I feel like I have a pretty good like mental stability, so I feel like I don't really need faith or like obviously you need faith like but not that kind of faith. I don't need like someone like to reassure me. Because I think that in life, like I'm like pretty good. So with God, like I don't really see him as important. Like I just be doing my own things, and like I'm open to the thought that there is a God. Like some stuff like this is like you can't really explain. Like it just happens, and all being here at once is like really so like whoa. So stuff like that makes me feel like maybe he is there, but I don't really need him that much. Like people need him more than me, you know. Like I don't really need him by my side because I feel like I can take care of myself. That's my thoughts with God.
Well, I said earlier, like how I thought it was a motivation, which I still do think, but like I said, it's more than that. So like he motivates me to do better and better myself. But while doing that at the same time, building a connection with him in a way. So like listening to worship songs and reading verses in the Bible, I feel like all that just builds a relationship. Simple stuff like just praying to him every day. Like you're literally having a conversation. So just doing simple stuff like that, you're building a relationship.
I would say this, a blessing in disguise. Something bad will happen and you think, oh, this sucks. But that thing happened for a reason. And that's what the beauty of what God does for us as love is like, the stuff will happen and it will bum you up, but it also makes you stronger. And God is walking with you every step of the way. You know what I mean? So, but I want to,
Right. I was gonna say something, bro. Like you're low-key wise, bro. Like,
thank you.
Like, every word is just hitting my
from the
soul.
Philippines,
like
bro.
Yeah, gang.
like, every single word is just hitting me, bro. Like